Hello there, welcome to Klein Farm Channel. I'm going to do a short, quick video today of my knife box. Now this is a wooden, says dynamite on the side of it, but it's a fire starter. They're in the shape of dynamite sticks, and I bought this probably 10, 12 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. And it's a nice little box. I mainly bought it for the box. But I have my initials carved in the top, TEK. I bought it at a Amish hardware store. And I've been putting stuff in here all over the years. There's my old truck. There at my grandfather's house in Pennsylvania. And there's me probably, I don't know, 16, well, I wouldn't say 18 years ago, probably 16 years ago. I have a whole lot of my butcher knives in here. Here's a Victorinox boning knife. And I have another one here, Victorinox boning knife, but it's a wooden one. I got this one when I worked at NS Troutman and Sons Butcher Shop in Freeburg, Pennsylvania. I got this one here from Carly C's IGA. And these three big knives here were my great-grandfather's. Wagner's. They were with the house when I bought my old farmhouse in Pennsylvania. All wood handled, very old. This one's serrated, stainless steel. Here's a big old meat cleaver I have. I bought it probably 12 years ago or so at the Middleburg, Pennsylvania livestock auction at their flea market. Now, I've used it a few times. It's really, I cleaned it up pretty good, and it's really old, but it works really good for cutting through bone or frozen hamburger. If you don't thaw it out, you want to cut it up quick, just smack it with this a couple times, it'll cut right through it. Here's another Victorinox bone cutting knife I got from Carly C's. I never even used this one. And here's another big knife. That was my great-grandfather's. Stainless steel. I don't know the brand of them, but they're really cool. Made in Japan. Then I also just have it as a little memory box too with different things in here. Here's another old knife. This one's really old. Has a little leather holster with it. Scabbard. I cleaned this one up a whole lot. It was all rusted up. And this one, I believe, was my other great-grandfather's on the Baker side. But it has a nice little leather sheath there with it. You put on your belt loop. And here's a wood-handled steel. I bought it Kohl's Hardware in Middleburg, Pennsylvania. Not too long ago, probably 8-10 years ago. Here's another little cleaver I got. I bought at the auction too. Can't really read what that says. I think it says quartered steel. But it's pretty ornate. Wood handle. Not as big as the other one. Still pretty cool. And here I have a hook for when I'm butchering. And grab a hold of the meat with this hand and then cut it with my right hand. It's very convenient. Right here's a little tiny little cleaver. Bonnie Stainless, Japan. Now this one I'm pretty sure came with a little summer sausage meal kit. It had like summer sausage and cheese with it. You get for like a Christmas present or something. Because I'm pretty sure that's where I got this one. Here's another little pocket knife. I'd call this a skinning knife. Saber Japan 645. Got a wood handle on it. It's pretty rusty. I gotta clean that up. Then I got one of these here pocket knives. I don't really remember where I got this one. It's a Camelus knife in New York, trying to USA. Camelus are really good knives. I'd say it was probably one of my grandparents, but it has two blades on it. One has a flat nose tip on it you can use for a flathead screwdriver. And it needs oiled and cleaned up. Here's one of my high school ID badges. There's a box cutter they gave me at Wise Markets when I was working there in the meat room. I was using, I think, this knife or my other knife I carry all the time as to open up the boxes, and the one manager came up and said, "Hey, don't use that, use a box cutter." Here's another little cleaver. I think this one came in one of them little summer sausage kits too. And here's a little sharpening tool for fine and rough sharpening, coarse and fine, ceramic and carbide. Here's a Lucky Rabbit's foot. It was on the keychain of my 1955 Ford F100 pickup. That was my great-grandfather's. And I kept this. The keychain part fell off a long time ago when I had the truck, but I kept this. And it is a real rabbit's foot too. It's not fake. It's a real rabbit's foot. This is a key off of my 2011 F-150 XLT Lariat. It was the most expensive vehicle I ever bought. It was $40,000. One of the best vehicles I ever had, and I only had it 2 months. I got sideswiped really hard and it almost killed me. Totaled the truck. An old fire starter. Just strike that on there and it'll make sparks. There's my old Big Red 1996 F350. It's all muddy in that picture. It doesn't look very nice, but it was a very nice truck. Here, see how shiny it is in that picture? This is the same truck, and this picture is taken before the other one. And that's my 1983 Honda 200 Big Red. The first three-wheeler I ever bought and the first Big Red I ever had. That was a very good three-wheeler. I bought it in North Carolina for $500 before I even moved to Pennsylvania. After I moved to Pennsylvania, I bought probably 25, 30 of them. All different kinds of sizes, but I love three-wheelers. Here's an old Mountain Dew bottle cap. Eddie Bauer knockoff Swiss Army knife. And right here, this is my great-grandfather's one butcher knife. Old Hickory. BW for Bob Wagner. And this was my great-grandfather's butcher knife. I remember butchering pigs and stuff with him when I was 5 years old back in the yeah, back in the 90s. And he had 3 of these wrapped in newspaper. It was my old house in Pennsylvania, but it was my great-grandparents' house. And he died in 2000. And my great-grandmother had these up there, and I saw them on the shelf. And I wanted to get a knife from all my grandparents and grandfathers, really, and put in my box here. And he had 3 of them up there. And I asked her if I could have one or all of them. And she's like, you can have one. And I don't know what ever happened to the other ones. When I bought the house, they threw out so much stuff. After my great-grandmother died, they threw out a whole bunch of stuff, and it probably got thrown away into the garbage. But I'm very glad I got this one. And it's a really good piece of family history. Here's an old Barlow pocket knife. The bigger blade, it had 2 blades. The bigger blade was broke off before I got it, and it has this little blade on it yet. But it's old. I don't know how old it is, but it's old. Here's an old pack of Naked Lady playing cards, poker cards. I'm not going to show you them, but it's very, very old. And here is a knife box from my first professional job I had as a butcher. And right here is my first knife I ever had as a professional butcher. See how worn down the blade is? I used this for a very long time. There's my initials in it there, TK. What? This knife will be worth a whole lot of money someday when I'm famous. And here is the second one. It's worn down pretty good too. And the third one. They're all Victorinox. I can get it to... There you go. Extra quality Swiss steel Victorinox. And these are just regular knives for doing whatever kind of meat cutting, deboning work or whatever. Now this curved blade here is a actual deboning knife. But that one there, the straight blade, it's just for whatever you want to use it for. I used these a whole lot on the kill floor when I would help. I worked in the kill floor there when we'd bring the live animals in and kill them and cut them up, and I had to cut the heads and cut all the meat off the heads and the tongues out and brains out and all that. So get all this stuff put back in the box here. Some of these are pretty big and you gotta put them in there sideways. Believe it or not, this wood-handled one I got when I worked at NS Troutman's. Most modern butcher shops and meat places, they will not allow you to use a wooden handle because of bacteria and health reasons. But they did. I like wood-handled knives, I really do. The plastic ones there, they'll give you blisters and stuff after a while. But the wood-handled ones are a lot nicer and softer. That's my video on that. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you are interested. I hope you stayed and watched the entire video. I really enjoy collecting knives, especially ones that mean something to me, that have significance to me. And that's a little bit of a memory box and down memory lane for me there. So please watch, like, I'm all tongue-tied. Please like, share, subscribe, watch video, comment, leave comments, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.